The Kansas City Chiefs just got a triple dose of good news one day before they take on the Cleveland Browns. That's tomorrow, Sunday, at 12 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. And Chiefs fans, this one is really exciting stuff. What's up, everybody? I'm Daniel Booth here with your Chiefs news of the day. If you are new to my channel, I discuss Chiefs almost every single day. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you don't mind. And joining the conversation in the comment section below really helps out with the channel's algorithm. So let's get right into it. If you haven't heard the good news, Hollywood Brown has been cleared to practice. This coming down actually yesterday, not today. Marquise Hollywood Brown is cleared to return, and how the wide receiver can help the Kansas City Chiefs offense. So as we all remember, Brown injured his sternoclavicular joint during the preseason and was placed on injured reserve in September. The wide receiver had signed a one-year contract with the Kansas City Chiefs in March. He spent his first 3 years in Baltimore and the last 2 seasons in Arizona before signing with the Chiefs, and he has yet to play a single season game for Kansas City. And that, of course, is because we know that he went down the first play of training camp. He went down, and he has been out ever since. And so it was really unfortunate because the Kansas City Chiefs had Rashee Rice at the time. They had Hollywood Brown. They had Xavier Worthy. They had just drafted the fastest 40 in the history of the NFL Combine. So you had this 1-2-3 punch. Well, Rashee Rice goes down, and then Hollywood Brown goes down the first play of the preseason, I want to say, or it was the first play of practice, perhaps, and then he was out. So suddenly we had to go out and get DeAndre Hopkins. We had to sign Juju Smith-Schuster, and now DeAndre Hopkins emerging as a solid number one target for Patrick Mahomes with Juju Smith-Schuster and with Mecole Hardman also going on the injured reserve. This could not be better timing for the Kansas City Chiefs, as we have only lost one game against the Buffalo Bills, and now we have a speedy wide receiver coming back. Hollywood Brown could return to the Kansas City Chiefs lineup and start a game in a couple weeks' time. Of course, he was just elevated to being able to practice. He's not going to play against the Cleveland Browns on Sunday, but the good news is that he could be primed and ready to go when it comes to the playoffs. Now, big news of the day, too. The Kansas City Chiefs released kicker Matthew Wright as Harrison Butker is set to return. Oh, my goodness. Congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. The doink heard around the world. The Kansas City Chiefs almost lost that game because we did not have the legs of Harrison Butker. Well, we now know the Kansas City Chiefs are releasing kicker Matthew Wright. This came down today as Harrison Butker is set to return this week, and it is expected to play in the Week 15 matchup against the Cleveland Browns. A week after Wright successfully kicked a game-winning 31-yard field goal in a thrilling 19-17 victory over the Los Angeles Chargers, which secured the Chiefs' 9th consecutive AFC West title. I'm reading this. In their 15th straight win, the Chiefs have decided to waive him. Butker has been activated from the injured reserve list and is expected to start in the Week 15 game against the Browns. And why is this just such huge news, Kansas City Chiefs fans? It's because we all know who Harrison Butker is. Probably the best kicker in the NFL, one of the best kickers in the NFL, and potentially the best kicker the Chiefs have ever had. Can you name another Chiefs player? I know there's Nick Lowry. I know there's a few out there, but have you ever seen a Chiefs kicker have more prolific game clutch kicks than Harrison Butker? Absolutely not. He will be in the Ring of Honor one day, if not the Hall of Fame. He's just that good. And to have him back is such a huge addition to the Kansas City Chiefs as we take on the Cleveland Browns tomorrow. Last thing that happened, the triple dose of good news. The Chiefs signed a recent draft bust just before the game against the Cleveland Browns. The NFL regular season has been flying all on the wall on Sunday. Chiefs are going to the Browns. I'm reading this as well. But the Chiefs have signed defensive tackle Saiki Ika to their practice squad. I think I'm saying that right, and I'm probably butchering it. But the Chiefs have signed this guy. Ika came to the league as a third-round pick by the Cleveland Browns in the 2023 NFL Draft. His tenure with the Browns got off to a shaky start as he had a foot injury that was originally supposed to keep him out of action for 2 games. When week 3 of the 2023 season rolled around, he wasn't ready and needed to work his way up to game speed. He is from Baylor and was released from Cleveland in October and landed on the Eagles practicing squad. Now, here's what we could say about this. Either the Kansas City Chiefs see something in this guy, or they're just simply bringing him in because he has seen the Cleveland Browns defensive playbook. And so oftentimes teams will sign players like this just so they can scour his brain for any information, any upper hand that they can possibly have. Again, the Kansas City Chiefs hold that number 1 spot, that number 1 seed currently in the AFC, which means they have a first round bye and would have home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And so every single game counts. But the good news is, Kansas City Chiefs fans, we got a triple dose of good news. Hollywood Brown is coming back. Harrison Butker is back. And we just signed a defensive tackle that could either A, provide us information on how to beat the Cleveland Browns, or B, actually be a good player. He was a former 3rd-round pick. But there you have it. Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Cleveland Browns tomorrow, 12 o'clock. We will all be watching. I'll have instant reaction after that game. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. Let me know what you think in the comment section below, as always. Let's go. Cheers!